Hi, everybody. It's been a long time, and I'm back. The setbacks that have happened for me since I posted my last video have just been crazy, to say the least. So, I just dropped my son off at his doctor's appointment, and there is a high school right next door, and I am walking over to their track. So from in my last videos, I said I'm a work in progress. And I have done little to no exercise since the pandemic and that I've been off work. I don't even want to know how much weight I done gained. But shout out to my dad for encouraging me this past weekend to get back on track. Thank you, Dad. And you said it in a nice way. So I thought I would make a video to go with this. So my journey can start all over again. I did have some initial success with the hour walks a day, roughly. So I know once I get back on track, things will happen. It's just getting the motivation to just get up and do it, especially when you're off work. Comment, tell me what you've been doing to stay busy and stay healthy and exercise since you've been off work. I need some tips. When the pandemic first started, even the tracks, everything was closed. So now that things are reopening, I don't have no excuses. So I'm going to take you through some of my walk. I won't make it boring. But yeah, I've been through so much. I don't even know how to get in here. That's locked. I've never been to this track before. I might have to just walk in the parking lot, which will be fine too. Okay. But anyway, So I'm going to just maybe talk about some of my setbacks. Most of it been minor, but I had one serious setback with my oldest son. Right before right at the start of the crisis, my son had like a medical emergency, and he ended up being in the hospital for about a week. Don't be mad at me, Dad, I didn't tell you. He just, I guess, graduated last year. Young black male, not really knowing his course, maybe doing things he shouldn't have been doing. Got himself into a little medical emergency. He's fine now. I would say he's about 85%. He still has a little ways to go, but what 18-year-old don't? I think I found the entrance to this place. So that really set me back. I was probably a little depressed too from it, because I blamed myself a little bit, thinking that I was being an okay parent, not a perfect parent, but I blamed myself for not seeing that he was kind of going through something. But all is good now. Thank goodness I found a place during the pandemic that would see him for therapy and for medical. So I'm a really send this clinic a nice gesture when things began to open back up. Well, I thought I was going to the track, but I guess I just may end up walking the school parking lot, which is the same. And it gives me a chance to be alone. There are some people on the track, but they may have access keys, so it's no big deal. So after that little ordeal, I felt overwhelmed with work and how I was going to manage to maintain an excellent work ethic, but working at home. That was kind of tough. I had to navigate online learning how to facilitate that and try to do what's best for my students. So that was not very easy. But through the God's grace, I was able to figure it out and support my students educationally as best I could. So son, work, and then home. My husband working, not working, working, not working. And then also I have a 5-year-old. She turned 5 during the pandemic. She missed her birthday. So that was something that I had to try to figure out with homeschooling a preschooler. So those were kind of some things that I put myself on the back burner. But after talking to my dad this past weekend and getting some encouragement from my family, I'm going back to just Chaz. And it feels good. It's a beautiful 75-degree sunny day here in Michigan. And why not? So I'm going to walk until my son texts me that he is done with his appointment. So my new goal is the same as my old goal. Before, I was going to do 30 minutes during my prep and 30 minutes after school. But now that I'm off work, I'm going to just try to walk an hour every day. At least 6 days a week. And day one again. The city that I'm in, I don't live in this city, but this city is really beautiful. So during my son's appointments, I'll come here. And it's just really nice. Thanks to all who were watching me before and whoever watches me this time. I got my mind set on it, so I'm going to try my best to succeed. I don't have a weight goal or anything like that. I just want to be healthier, stronger, and it feels good. I've also had, kind of shared with you the downsides, but I've also had some good sides, good things that have happened since this whole ordeal. Number one, thank you, Jesus. I get paid my full paycheck. You know, I don't know what the future brings for public education, but I'm going to stay hopeful that the federal government and the state governments figure out a way to make sure schools funded properly next year. Hopefully. So that we don't have to take any pay cuts, because teachers take pay cuts all the time. So that's one good thing. I'm very fortunate. A lot of people were not. God bless those who were not. But I was fortunate to be able to stay home and be paid in full. Another great thing is myself and my family, my household, and even my extended family, my close family, have all remained COVID-19 free. And that should have been number one. So I'm very thankful for that. And those are all things to be thankful for. Also been able to do some spring cleaning around my house, especially outside, that I don't normally really get to do. So, had some rough spots, and it's been some good spots too. But my walking goal is an hour every day, give or take. Some days it may be 45 minutes, some days it may be an hour and a half, but that's what I want roundabout. With this weather, you can't beat a nice walk. Also, my last video, I remember 2.5 months ago, I wanted to challenge myself to drink more water and eat more fiber. So I'm going to activate that also as soon as possible. The water thing I do well, fiber thing I don't so well. The foods that I eat are not always the healthiest. So, yeah, those are just a few little things that I want to put tasks on my plate that I want to work on for my own health. I did the whole circle. I'm back at my son's clinic that he goes to. I may give the name of it for people who are in my area because it's excellent. They took my child during the pandemic with no questions asked, when not even our own family care physician would see him. Not even the doctors at the hospital and the ER, and they wouldn't see him. So I am very thankful to this place right here. And I may comment in the details of this video the name of this place, because they have went above and beyond to treat my son and make sure he's healthy, whole healthy, not just inside but out. What do they say? It takes a village. And they were definitely a part of my village. So I'm not gonna bore you with my story for the whole hour walk, but I did want to just reach out and say that I'm back at it. It's, things happen in life, but you never give up. When you have that goal in mind and you hold on to it, it's not much that's gonna stop you. And I just hit a mile on my watch. Less than 20 minutes. When I get really good, I'll do some speed goals and maybe try running too. 10 years ago, I used to run 5 miles a day. I don't know if I ever be able to do that again, but at least be able to walk it. So, I hope you liked my video. Tune in tomorrow. I don't know what time tomorrow. I don't know where I'll be, but I'll be walking. So, I'm just Chaz signing off. Talk to everyone soon. Be safe. Be safe health-wise, and be safe out here during the protests as well. I didn't want to get into that. I'm not getting into that. But stay safe in both manners. And it's just Chaz fighting the fight along with everybody else. Enjoy your day.